r/askreddit, what nice things have people done for you that you still remember years later? Felt. Never gave up on you. Carrot, we found Jesus. Quick, nail him to a tree so he doesn't get away. When I was homeless, people would give me money out of nowhere and I never asked for it. I was grateful and surprised every time. When I was in a really bad depression, my sister did everything to make me feel better. She even paid a night at Disneyland for me. A little girl at the beach once randomly asked her dad if she could come to me and kiss me on the cheeks. I kept smiling for a good 5 minutes after that and kept telling her dad that he raised amazing kids. When I was sick and depressed, a friend called me and prayed with me. I was touched to tears. New old lady neighbor, who I hadn't met yet, offers me a slice of her birthday cake. We became good friends after a while. Ah, bless her. Tell me, if you hate life so much, live to despise it? My first girlfriend threw me a surprise party when I turned 17. She knew to get wings, this one soup and chips and salsa from my favorite restaurant, even though I'm not even sure I had really ever much mentioned or shown her that that was my favorite food. Like, I think she asked my friends to figure it out. It was a really sweet gesture that displayed a lot of emotional intelligence and caring about others. When I was a child, I was at a mall. I heard the sound of a coin falling onto the ground. I rushed there, picked the coin up and give it to the person who had dropped it. They said I could have the coin, 0,50, and I was happy, smiley face. My first day on a new job few years ago, one of my co-workers bought me breakfast. My first time ever meeting him, it was a good gesture. My fiance's mother put together an Easter basket for me our first year together. It was a tradition they did, she still included me. Felt wonderful considering my side of the family is not good. Mine does the same for me every year. She is more of a mom to me than my own mother was. I had a middle school English teacher that encouraged me to take up writing after I wrote a short story for an assignment in her class. She told me that my story was one of the best that she had ever read from a student, and that I had a natural talent for storytelling. Now, almost 6 years later, I have a sci-fi thriller novel that I'm in the final stages of editing before publishing. I don't think teachers realize sometimes that their words and actions can have profound effects on their students' lives. Who's the publishing house? I was the last to get picked kid in PE when I was freshman. 2 older girls were nice to me and it really stuck with me. 30 years later, one of them came to my church after getting out of drug rehab and felt really shitty about herself. I immediately recognized her and talked to her about it and how it helped me. She had no clue who I was, but she definitely seemed a lot happier after we had talked. She was all smiles and was genuinely happy to see me after that. Drunker than a skunk at a bar after my boyfriend broke up with me. The female bartender drove me home safe and sound. She didn't have to do it, but she did. That was 40+ years ago and I remember her kindness to this day. I was a poor broke college kid and reblogged a bunch of food on Tumblr talking about how hungry I was. I got an anonymous message asking what types of pizza I liked, and then someone anonymously ordered me a pizza. So cute. Believed in me.